and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter.
Good morning. What up? I've been talking to myself. My mic was on mute. I am going to just make sure that I'm not showing anything funky. And then we're going to go back here. And go over the scene. I almost hit stop broadcasting by mistake. Okay, there's 2 thumbs up, and there's probably like 4 people in here. Yeah, there's 9 people. Hit the thumbs up button. What do I have today? I do need to go back. SoFi was interesting yesterday. Q2 GDP rises. Do we care? It's 3%. I mean, that's a good thing. U.S. Treasury to issue $125 billion of securities and quarterly refunding plan. Okay, that's fine. Private sector employment rebounds. Palo Alto Networks to acquire CyberArk. Novo Nordisk slip. JP Morgan, Coinbase collaborate for easier crypto buying. I mean, that's just crypto's in. And no, it's August 10th. August 10th is my birthday. Morning, Nathan. August 10th is my birthday. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do some scans, and then I'll get to... is there a bigger day? Let's see. 30% of the S&P 500 is reporting. Maybe it's 20%. I forget exactly. But good God. It's crazy. It's nuts. We've got Microsoft Meta. I mean, I'm going to do some scans. Let's do some scans and see if there's anything that's left that hasn't crossed up. Here, I'm going to do a little scan for you. Let's see the screener. We're going to go to the S&P, and then we're going to go to technical, and we're going to say 50-day. No, let's do the 50-day simple moving average. Let's see how many of the S&P 500, 333 are above the 50-day. Above the 50-day. Let's see. Priced above the 200. 305. That's crazy. That's just crazy. 305 stocks out of 500 are above their freaking 200 day. I mean, it's a little frothy. A little frothy. We will go over, by the way. I'm not going to go over it, but the, what's it called? Figma IPO. I get too many questions about that crap. I don't do IPOs. I mean, how many times do I have to tell people I don't do IPOs? I don't have any information. Everybody's like, can you go over this? I don't have any information. Man, I know as much as you do. Let's see, leveraged ETFs. Okay, leveraged ETFs. AMZD, FAZ, Bear, METD, which is Bear, SDS, SPXU, USD, There's your leverage ones. Larry, morning vacation guy, Bob. Let's see, any ETFs? Nope. Nothing there. Spider sectors, XLK was it. That's it. Okay, let's look at the watch list. There's going to be a long list here, I think. ANF, Cardinal Health, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, McKesson, NTAP, On, which is D-Man's favorite, TTMI. And then let's go over to the sector index. Dow Jones. There's so much you can. McDonald's. Somebody asked me about McDonald's the other day. Just not a fan of the chart. I am a fan of the food. Honest to God, I love freaking McDonald's. I love fast food. GFS. EXC, Intuitive Surgical, Kellogg Dr. Pepper, KLAC, NXPI Semis, Synopsys, SNPS. Let's go down to the S&P 100, McDonald's, Altria, and CVS. CVS has rebounded. I mean, you look at that one. Yes. Let's go to the 4-hour. There's CVS. Trades better than buying and holding. I don't do IPOs. That's up to you, Jacob. Is it worth it? I don't know. I mean, what is the expense ratio? I don't own it. I mean, why would you own it when he's pretty much telling you what the holdings are? There are 41 holdings, and you can see the holdings. They don't tell you when they trade like ARK, but Robinhood, AMD, Oracle, GE Vernova, 0.75. I mean, that's expensive. I mean, ARK is 0.75. I paid that for years, and I did fine. You know, year to date, ARK up 31%. Let's just do 1 month. ARK is up 6%. What's Granny? 1 month, Granny's up 4%. So, that's up to you. It is high. I mean, it's morning, Chris. Morning, Wendy. Wendy, I decided, by the way, you're well, I'm gonna out Wendy. She's the person that emailed me yesterday about Poet, and it's a paid one, Wendy. It was such good information I gave you on Poet. I just said, you know what? That's an 8-step process that, I mean, I haven't outlined it on the free newsletter, but good God, it was such good. I just outed Wendy, but I'm not going to out you in the actual letter. But it turned out to be a good, I mean, it's a very good newsletter. I haven't recorded the video, but it will come out prior to, the newsletter is going to be delayed a little bit. So yeah, I think it again, it's the way it's not going to be that way for every stock, but it's a great way to take Seeking Alpha's kind of ratings and just throw it into, you know, hey, what's a good, you know, how do I decide if my hard-earned money is deserving of this quote-unquote trade? So it's a good one. It'll come out. By the way, my Webull account was way down yesterday because of Spotfiy. And we're at 13.58. Remember, that was at close to 14. I think it was 13.9. So it's doing okay. So let's see. We're going to open this one. God, I hope Seeking Alpha doesn't tell me that I'm a freaking... I have to do it. 10% of SPY reports tonight. I mean, we'll take a look at them. Visa's earnings killed it. Now, I do have to go and look this one up because I didn't. I waited for this one. VRT. I will give you an. Do I want the? Yeah, we'll just take this. I'll give you a loss that I've done. I mean, that's VRT, a loss that I've done. Okta. It's an alpha pick. I mean, let's see. I don't think I put in, did I put in the, no, I do need to put in, the Palo Alto. So I am, oh man, it's doing it again. Okay. I may have to switch to Chrome. Okay, so they're not forcing me to log in anymore. That's good. We're gonna put that in. And AEO, American Eagle. Is it a great social arbitrage play? I mean, it added a ton. Chris Camillo has his take. I'll kind of go into it. It's a great take, I think. SoFi, gaps get filled. Gaps get filled, but you know, here's the thing. SoFi, it kind of filled its gap yesterday. Still a great buy. Biggest movers of the day, you got Starbucks, you got SoFi, you got Lending Club, and you got Teladoc, which is an interesting one because that was brought up a couple of times. 10 undervalued stocks from Seeking Alpha. Do your research on them. There's a couple in there that I like. Meta, I mean, we will go over it to it, but they're kind of telling us what it is. The bottleneck in AI. Fibonacci levels, I don't use them, but they're interesting and they are mathematically super, super great. So, and this is a paid newsletter. I'll just get to the bonus podcast section. There we go. And I don't want closed captions on. Bonus podcast. So, today is going to be crazy. And this is the last. It's going to be a little bit of a short one today. But, okay. I should put in Hood into the earnings portion too. Hood. Oh man, the ads just blocked me out again. Hit the thumbs up. We got 26 people in here, and there's only 12 thumbs up. So, ironically, Jacob, I think it's pushing the needle from a social standpoint because people are going on TikTok and showing their ass in those jeans like Sydney Sweeney did. So there's a trend there. It's just, we'll go over Chris Camillo's. I don't exactly know what it is, but I'm not participating in that one at all. I just hey, it's something that I looked into. I think Chris's take on it is spot on. So we'll take a look at that one. Dak Vader, thumbs up. I appreciate it, Dak. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to hit record because I got to get through this because I got like 2 podcasts to do today. So I'm going to be busy all day. Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 30th. It is hump day. There's a lot to go over. I mean, let me just start out with this graphic. This graphic kind of tells it all. Today's lineup, and it says tomorrow because Trendspider posted this yesterday. Today's lineup is crazy. You have a Fed decision, okay? Decision comes out at 2. The Trendspider will be live. I probably won't be live, but Trendspider will be live on their YouTube channel. And then you have 2:30, Powell Presser. Then after hours, you've got a crazy amount of earnings. You've got Microsoft. You've got Meta, which are 2 mega cap companies that drive QQQ and SPY. And then you have my personal favorite, which is Hood, which we'll go over. At the end of the podcast, I'll tell you what I'm doing with Hood. I'll tell you exactly how I'm playing this. So I've got my strategy all set up. Now, for paid subscribers, the stock that I found in this article that I wrote on Saturday, it pulled back. I said, hey, Perplexity found me this stock. I did my research in Seeking Alpha. I looked at the chart. It just dipped. I'm getting in. Just full disclosure for paid members. I'm getting in. Okay? Now let me go on a little rant here. Because one of the things, not paid members ask me about, because paid members, I give you everything that you ask me about. If you were to ask me a question, I'm giving you deep dives. In fact, today I'm going to record record a podcast. It's a bonus podcast. And again, you don't have to listen to this. A lot of this I give away on this podcast. It's just I go into it a little deeper. And again, for paid and education stuff, it's a little deeper. It's a little more clear. But I've been getting so many questions about Figma. Okay? Let me put this straight. I don't do IPOs. You want to know why? Because they don't have a chart. I can't pull up Figma here on Trendspider. Okay? I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything more than you do. The reason I don't do IPOs, we don't have earnings to go off of. We don't have any moving averages. I have no MACD. I have no price. I have no candle. I don't know anything about it. So should I go over it? No. When it actually goes and starts trading, yes, IPOs are risky. If you own Adobe stock, here's my guide. If you own Adobe stock, you should be buying the IPO. If you don't, why are you buying it? Adobe wanted to buy Figma. If you don't own Adobe, why would you want to buy Figma? IPOs are risky. Doesn't fit my risk. Does it fit yours? As far as the trade, what would you like me to go over? There's no price. There's no moving average. There's no 200-day. There's no 50-day. There's no MACD. There's no trend. There's nothing to go over. People look at me and say, hey, is this a great opportunity? I liked Circle. I liked CoreWeave. I didn't go over them beforehand. One thing that you know, those things popped based on demand. With so many people asking me this, maybe there's a demand for it. We're in an AI and crypto market. Circle and CoreWeave made sense. Does Figma? I'll tell you, I did the Meta IPO. You want to know why? Because I loved Facebook and Instagram. I did the Uber IPO. You want to know why? Because I used Uber. The businesses looked great. The opportunity was huge. Want to know what I use for my thumbnails? It's Canva. It's not Figma. So if you want to, go and take the risk. Go and do it. There's nothing that I can tell you. Nothing I tell you about Figma should change your mind. This is all about supply and demand. If there's more demand than the supply of the actual stock, it's going to raise the price. If there's not enough demand, the price is going to go down. You don't need to know anything more than that. I assume it will go up with everybody asking me about it. But remember how I told you over the past 5-10 weeks? Start using AI. This is the Comet browser that you see on my screen. It is Perplexity. That will have a far better answer than Gary. I don't own it. I don't plan to own it. Will I trade it? Absolutely, probably. If it gives me an opportunity with a chart and with candlesticks that I like, I will trade it. Same thing for you. That would be my guide. When you see candlesticks and you see a chart and you know how to trade it, if you don't know how to trade it, go and get my newsletter. It's very simple. I put everything in here. Everything that I do, I put in here as far as education, confirmation, which indicators I use. You know, how I use Seeking Alpha to find this stuff, how I use AI. I put it all in there. But asking me to go over it, there's nothing to go over. So please just stop. And if I get another email about it from a paid member, maybe I go into a little bit more detail. Because again, those are people that support me. So I feel like I have to give them something. But if you're just going to ask me on a public forum, can you go over this? I don't own it. I don't plan on owning it. There's nothing to go over. I don't have any information. Now, maybe one of the information that you want is Fibonacci's. Fibonacci's are a great tool. I don't use them, but I look at this kind of stuff and I get it off of Twitter. I get it off of Trendspider stuff. Maybe that's it. Now, I got an email yesterday from a paid member who asked me to go over Poet. And I brought up Poet several times on this podcast, and I've gone over it. Okay? But what I take you through in this bonus podcast that's coming out today for paid members is I take you through, okay, here's Poet. Let me find a strategy for Poet. What would be a strategy? Is buy and hold a strategy? Does this offer a great opportunity? It's a strong buy in the quant. It's a strong buy from Wall Street, which has a 15% upside. I take you through every step that I go through. I think there's 9, maybe 8 or 9 steps that I go through. And at the end, I have a strategy. I have a plan. And that's it. I mean, that's what you want to do. For Figma, there is no plan. There's nothing. We know nothing about it. So again, find the indicators that you like. Fibonacci's, I respect them. I like the fact which one's going to get there first because both of them, QQQ and SPY, they're both racing towards that upper Fibonacci, which, by the way, Fibonacci's are mathematically correct in what they tell you. And Trendspider, you can draw auto fibs. I just don't use them. And don't ask me to turn them on because I don't know how to get them off my damn screen. Again, I'm dumb. One thing that I saw, it's an AI market. And I've been saying that, and I found this. This kind of blew my mind a little, okay? And I know I've been going over it, but I didn't understand it until I saw this. An interesting comment from a former Meta employee. Energy is the bottleneck. Energy is the bottom. It's not chips. If Meta wants to spend $150 billion in CapEx for AI infrastructure, they can't. It's not just NVIDIA. Transformers, power equipment, cooling equipment, the availability of power, it's all there. Schneider Electric is completely booked until 2030. Look up Schneider Electric. Schneider Electric, a stock, yeah. Schneider Electric SE. Let's see. I mean, this one's not covered. It's a foreign stock. But again, they can't pay enough. So what do you want to do? You want to go and ask AI. Ask AI, well, what should I do? Then you get back to me and tell me your thesis on that stock. Because I've gone over it. Okay, yesterday, I went over VRT. I owned this one. We'll go over this one. This one, I sold this at 70. I make mistakes. Okay. What's a VST is the big winner from last year. What did I do? I literally went into here and I went into TLN and I said, boom, year to date, this one's up 79%. I knew VST was power and I knew it had run. Talon hadn't. So it's as simple as doing your research and understanding this stuff. And if you don't have the tools to do your research, get the tools. I show you every tool that I use here. Okay, Trendspider, it's on sale. Go and get it. And then Seeking Alpha, the bundle between premium and alpha picks, it's on sale. Go and get it. Go to the link tree. The link is down below. It's as simple as this. In fact, here, Seeking Alpha gives you 10 standout stocks from their metrics. It's the quant. For reference, Seeking Alpha's quant system is driven by powerful computer processing and Seeking Alpha's special quantamental analysis. It awards grades to stocks based on collective value, 5 things: value, growth, profitability, earnings, per share revisions, and price momentum. Momentum, I always say, is the number one thing in this market. To gain broader exposure to value-oriented investments, investors may also look to consider exchange-traded funds. This article, if you don't want any of these 10 stocks, it gives you the exchange-traded funds that actually score high. So again, Seeking Alpha, it's a tool. I use articles like this to go and research other things. Is it an opportunity? Well, the reality of it is, I'll show you in the poet example that I do later today, that I will publish, how I go through it. And I show you every day on this podcast how I go through it. Now, biggest movers of the day. One of the things that I said was Starbucks. This is a turnaround story. Now, I expect this one to cool off, okay? This was a better than feared full quarter 3. Driven by resilient same-store sales that helped offset. China was strong. It rose 2%. It was only estimated to grow by 1.4%. North America declined, but they have plans to do it. Again, North America declined. Less than expected. This one should cool off. Hope only runs so much. But where were we trading? You were trading below that 200-day. 4-hour algorithm had you out. 4-hour algorithm doesn't work on this. Do I want to trade it around the 4-hour algorithm? No, I want to find a strategy that works. It's not a stock that I own. It's not. I don't go to Starbucks. I don't order coffee. I drink instant decaf at my house. I mean, seriously, I don't use this. But Brian Nichols, the CEO, fantastic. He's turning things around. And we can see from a weekly chart that trend has turned around. But we can see it's traded in this range. And so you're at the bottom of the range. The 50-day just made a move up on the 200-day. When was the last time that happened? It was May 2023. I believe that was when the first Howard Schultz left or something. But again, it made its way up. It didn't hold. And so if you bought this way back in August of 2019, you know what? You're just getting back to even. Not a stock that I like. Again, I think it actually loses steam. Now let's go down. Teladoc Health. This was interesting because Wolfie, I was on Spaces yesterday. Wolfie brought up the thesis that, hey, they have enough cash on hand. Your share price, you're basically paying for cash. Okay? It topped estimates, 2% year over year revenue decline. The loss per share narrower than expected. So again, they are losing cash, but the value is the growth, the actual forecast. So you made a quick 4%. And on that same space that I was on yesterday, Lending Club, Logical brought out, hey, Lending Club, it's a fantastic. Now, he brought up, he thinks it's going to 30. I don't think this stock is going to 30. Want to know why? It's never been there. That was an amazing, I'm sorry, it has been there. It's been there when it IPO'd. But this is still a upper left to bottom right story. And I just don't, I'm not in this one. Small cap, it's not my thing. But it's a biggest mover of the day. Then we had SoFi. SoFi plunged after the company priced its public offering 71 million shares. We saw this yesterday. Great earnings. Unbelievable recovery. Unbelievable. It was going to be a gap. We're going to do a 5-minute chart so you can see what this did yesterday, okay? Earnings announced. Boom. 7 o'clock, 10% move. You never had the chance to buy. If you bought it at the open yesterday, you never had the chance to actually buy this one at that price again yesterday. It went up and then it went down 17%. That's where you're trading right now. Is it a buying opportunity? I don't own this one. I don't currently own it. Do I want to own it? At some point in time, I do. But I'm going to wait for the 4-hour algorithm to tell me. Want to know why? Because the 4-hour algorithm makes me 114%. I'm perfectly fine with that. It is too volatile for me to hold, even though 2 years ago you made 146%. I like that it's trading above its 200-day on the weekly right here. What I don't like is this is the range that I was trading it in. We are well above that range. And if I see $10 as the resistance, that may be the new support. So I don't want to buy at $20 and see it fall to back to 10. But I will tell you, my thesis on SoFi, I'm a fan of the CEO. My assumption is when they dilute because they are raising a tremendous amount of money, okay? And they raised it $20.85. So that's the price that they think they can sell stock at $20.85. Is it worth more? The financial space is getting less regulation. I believe SoFi is going to buy something. Now, typically when you buy something, you go down. But maybe Nancy Pelosi knows something, or James Comer, okay? He bought way back when. Day he bought was up way up. He's up 66% since then. So again, in Trendspider, you can use Sidekick. I'm not going to do it right now. This is their AI thing. You can ask it to put government buys on your screen. I'm not going to do it right now because I haven't tried it. I don't want it to it's still in beta, but it's coming out. And again, you want to follow government buys. That is in Trendspider. Now, Chris Camillo, who we've talked about many times, I'm a huge fan of. If you haven't seen the Sydney Sweeney video that moved American Eagle, AEO, that video is now caught up in political controversy. Why? I have no effing idea, but it is. And Hillary here asked Chris, hey, is it time to buy AEO stock? They're supporting American values. She tries to put American values on there. Chris goes out there and says, hey, viral negative backlash on TikTok from the brand's core female demo says otherwise. Too early to call sales impact. He's short AEO. It's a speculative trade. Again, this is the thesis. He's short right now. Why? Because AEO took this run from $10. This was literally right before Sydney Sweeney put it out. That's a 20% move in a downward stock. The only thing they did was release a damn commercial. That's it. There's nothing else. For it to pick up, it's got to convert to sales. And in a market where it's now becoming politicized, we have seen that before. Probably doesn't go well. So is it on my list? Nah. That's a Chris Camillo thing. And he's doing a speculative trade. He does a lot of these little things. Not my risk tolerance. But it's something you should be aware of. And are we going to see cyber names start to get bought up? Here we have Palo Alto Networks yesterday acquiring CyberArk for $25 billion. Are we going to see a huge buying spree? CyberArk yesterday was up 13%. Meanwhile, Palo Alto, oh, come on. Let's go back to Palo Alto, PNW. Oh, they're going to block me. Hold on. Ugh. This is what I'm worried about. God. It's this browser. There we go. Sorry, the Perplexity browser, comment browser, is causing Seeking Alpha to think I'm a bot, so I have to go through and do it. But again, Palo Alto, when you buy a company, you are spending the company's money. That typically isn't great. Pre-market, it's down 6%. Yesterday, it was down 5%. Palo Alto, big name in my holding. Why? I own Palo Alto Networks, I own CrowdStrike, and I own Okta. And that's the next one I want to bring up because Palo Alto hasn't been able to get out of its own way. Weekly chart will show you it is just up here. Okay, 188, where it's trading at 181. It's broken down. 188 is the February 2024 high. That's 18 months ago. I think somewhere. I mean, Gary math. It's a long time ago. So if you bought during this peak, you haven't made an effing dime. And yes, I probably bought during this peak. So I am a buy and hold guy on Palo Alto. It hasn't made sense. That's why in April, I went big on CrowdStrike. I told you I bought here. I sold half my lot at around 470. 470. It was right before this earnings. And the earnings pushed it up. And you see the 4-hour algorithm got you out with 25%. It makes almost as much as buy and hold. It got you in the other day at 476. You're trading at 465. Is CrowdStrike going to get bought? No. But you want to know who might? Okta. And my guess is Okta, probably Palo Alto, when they bought CyberArk, they probably went over to Okta. And Okta probably said, you know what? We're not interested. We're growing. Our share price is a little beaten down. Again, this is an alpha pick. And if you didn't know what alpha picks is, it's a data-driven portfolio that has beaten the S&P. You get 2 picks a month, once on the 1st, once on the 15th. They tell you when to sell. And their performance is unmatched. And I own this one through that portfolio. And I've started to add to it because I like the way this looks. There's a gap up here at 124. And this one is up 2% in pre-market. Does it have more of a move in it? Well, you're just getting to your 200-day. You haven't had a golden cross yet. But maybe that 50-day holds up. Maybe you get back to 120. You're trading at $101 right before earnings. Their earnings are August 25th. That might be a good opportunity. Again, it's an alpha pick. I own it in 2 ways. I trade this and I own it through alpha picks. It's a strategy I have developed. Now, what I want to show you, I've made plenty of mistakes. Plenty. You will make mistakes. There is nobody that will avoid mistakes in a market. You just can't. Okay? I sold VRT in March. I think it was March or April. It was around $70. It was in the 70 range. I'm not sure if it was 75, 78. I don't know. I did not get back in when the 4-hour algorithm got me in its 70. But Vertiv beat Q2 estimates and raised their outlook. They're up 4% in pre-market. This, by the way, Vertiv, the reaction in pre-market was immense. You've pulled back. You've pulled back. Again, the market, I wrote in my the newsletter yesterday, in this one, Market Mayhem and Earnings Superstars, I wrote at the beginning of each one, I do my take. Okay? Well, I don't think it's this one. I think is that the latest one? Let me see. No, this one. AI's too. I was going to say, I think I did one. And yesterday's, my take was all about AI and using AI to find out what type of market we're in. It just seems expensive. And that's the way I'm looking at this market. It's expensive. I better have an A+ setup to get back in. Is Vertiv an A+ setup? Well, right now, 4-hour algorithm had you in at $70. You're trading at $149. That's doubling. That's a very hot stock. Yes, they beat. Do I want to get back in? Probably not. SMCI. I sold this one in the 30s. Okay? It is up at $59 in pre-market. I sold in the 30s. Dell, I took out of the core portfolio around 120. You're trading at 134. These are all same industry, server racks. That's what it is. It's AI. So does my strategy always work? No. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. And I said during this earnings season, any financial that brings up stable coins, they're going to soar. Visa brought up stable coins. They didn't soar. That's a theory that just didn't work out. Do I have money in this one? No. I don't own it. Do I own any stable coins? No. Ethereum and through an ETF that I found, and IBIT. Those are the two ones that I own. That's it. That's it. But this earnings, this one looked really good. That was a fantastic earnings. Visa is something, and again, if they're going to get into stable coins, I like it. When you go and look at a weekly, look at where the trend line all the way back to 2018. Look at the trend line. You've broken out. Is it already running? Well, if we go and look at Visa, is this one a buy? Well, it's a hold in the quant. Why? The valuation, it's expensive. 30 times forward earnings, a PEG ratio of 2.68, that's expensive. Go and look at MasterCard. Same exact thing. Very expensive. I have financials. I've made my bet. I like them. Okay? Now today. You've got 10% of SPY reporting between just these two companies. Okay? Fundamentals are there. Microsoft and Meta. The thesis is there. Why are you trading these? I said it earlier, earlier this week. My portfolio isn't a determination by intelligence. It's my temperament. Buy and hold. These are buy and hold companies. Imagine if one of these falls 20%. What's it going to do to your VOO position? Is that something you want to avoid? Well, if so, you may want to not buy these. Microsoft, they own AI. It's trading at close to all-time highs. I mean, we can just go and look at it. It's close to all-time highs, 513. They own AI. With Azure, they own OpenAI. I mean, that's it. The only issue is if Azure doesn't outgrow Google Cloud. And Google reported last week. Did the stock run too much? From its lows, you're up 47% in just 111 days in one of the 5 biggest companies in the world. That's amazing. So does it need a little cool off? Look at the weekly MACD. Look at the weekly RSI at 73. Does it need to cool off? Or do they give great guidance and they say, you know what? Our performance was phenomenal. We're just getting started. It's expensive. Understand how expensive it is. Go and do your research. It is trading at 38 times forward earnings, and even its PEG ratio is high. They need to grow, and they're growing at 14% revenue year over year, which is great. Go and analyze it with AI. Use the tools that you have. Meta, on the other hand, you can see these stocks just soaring. And Meta is one that I went in big back in April. Why? Because they own AI. They have eyeballs. They're starting to monetize WhatsApp. Only issue is Zuck spending too much? And is it all worth it? They currently have the most functional smart glasses. Are they going to become a hardware player? We know they hate Apple. We know they hate iPhones because iPhones shut them out. But what did they do? They pivoted. They made an incredible pivot and the stock gained. Weekly, MACD stretched, not as much as it was before. RSI 58, kind of in no man's land. And you can see that 549, probably not the best support. If you get back to $550 on this stock, are you buying it? Because that's the question. Are you believing in the AI rally or are you waiting too long? You have to do research. You have to understand what you're buying. You have to look at these things. I will give you one stock that I am buying if it pulls back. and that's Robinhood. And I've gone over this many times. I'm a believer in this one, not because it's not expensive. It is incredibly expensive. This one is trading, its peg value going forward is 5.28. That's higher than the other two that I went over. It's trading 67 times forward earnings. It's expensive. They're growing revenue 59% year over year. What's the average Wall Street price target? $100, down 3%. You're trading at $103. So I wanted to pull back. That's my theory. If I miss it, and it runs to 200, I'm fine. I want to make sure that the quality that I get, that the buy that I get, I'm not going out there and paying sticker price for a car. Again, think of it as a sale. As you start to see these things come down, think of them as a sale. And again, you want to use the tools that you have. There's plenty of free tools out there. You don't have to pay for them. This is Earnings Hub. Earnings Hub is totally free. Most of the people that I know who are even affiliates with Earnings Hub, they just use the free one. I don't even have a paid subscription to this. They don't give me I have an affiliate link, but again, I use it free. I use Seeking Alpha way more. But you've got Microsoft, you've got Meta, you've got Hood, you've got Qualcomm, you've got ARM, you've got Grab, you've got Transmedics, you've got LRCX, you've got Applied Digital, you've got Carvana, you've got Ford. You've got so many earnings tonight. And many of these companies are alpha picks, like Sprouts Farmers Market. Okay, and then you have MasterCard tomorrow. We saw Visa. You got Race, which is Ferrari. You got Roblox, which is one of the core portfolio. You have Nuclear with Cameco. You've got Energy with Southern Company, which is my energy company. And then you have Apple and Amazon and Coin and MicroStrategy and Reddit and Cloudflare and Roku and First Solar and Riot. You have a ton of earnings. Make sure you know what you're holding in your portfolio, because we are at an expensive time. And if it's expensive, I won't go over, I will trim when things get expensive. And I've been trimming more than I've been buying. And now I wish I trimmed PanW at 200 like I had told people. I didn't. I should have, because this has hit resistance, and I should have sold up here. Now at 180, below 188, I'm looking to buy more. Even though I have a full position, I think the risk reward on this one is fantastic. Now let's go over some scans, because there are some entries in the 4-hour algorithm. First off, XLK. Now you don't see an entry. Want to know why? Because it first triggered you at 199. You're trading at 264 right now. It's just telling you, hey, we may have more room to go. A previous alpha pick that's no longer an alpha pick, that is in recovery, and I brought up yesterday, Abercrombie and Finch. And I'm saying Finch because people get pissed off when I say Fitch. It's Fitch, but I say Finch just to piss people off. This one, entry in the algorithm. It doesn't show you an entry. Why? Because it's just getting ready to go again. And this had great earnings. They got it higher. Another former alpha pick that I like, they sold out of, is Cardinal Health. This one trades fantastically. MACD, low. Healthcare, unexpected. RSI down at 39. Take a look at the weekly. The weekly stretched, but you're still in that upward trend. FNMA. If they privatize, if they make this one public again instead of being owned by the government, look at what it did just in the April timeframe. That's a 62% gain. Just when they started talking about, and gaps get filled. So do you want to buy on the bottom? The bottom here is $7.52. You've had your chance to buy it down there. But again, all of these are scans that have opportunities in the 4-hour algorithm. There is nothing 100% out there. So when you ask me about a stock and what I think about it, if I don't own it, I don't have any thoughts for you. I mean, I'm not using your credit card to go out and buy groceries. Your money is your money. You have to make that decision. Doing the research is part of this. And if you don't want to do the research, there is nothing against QQQ and chill. I mean, honestly, I would get Trendspider just so I could buy it on the 4-hour algorithm and buy and hold it. That might be worth $50 a month if your portfolio is large enough. Because the 4-hour algorithm makes you 42% if you buy and sell, but it makes you 49% if you just buy and hold. Where are you getting in? Well, maybe you just buy it. Save your money and just buy it. Do you want to buy a 568? Tell me why. Tell me why not. Does it feel comfortable? No. But I guarantee you, back here in April, if you had money on the sidelines and somebody was telling you, buy QQQ, I guarantee you wouldn't have felt comfortable. So even though it's a huge earnings week, even though the day with the Fed, everything is huge, just make sure what you own you're comfortable with and you're comfortable with the price. If you're not, then make changes. Again, I say this a lot. My portfolio is not a sign of my intelligence, it's a sign of my temperament. Buy and hold will make you more money. The more you trade, the statistics are real. The more you trade, the less money you make. Over time, the less your returns are because of compounding. And that doesn't mean go out and buy trash. Buy good companies with good products, with good profits, and good management. Management cannot be overstated. Again, what you see in most of these stocks that are flying, Palantir, Hood, great management. What you see in the Mag 7 with Elon, with Sachet in Microsoft, with Google, you're seeing great management over the course of time. Tim Cook has led Apple through a fantastic phase. And what's he doing now? I don't know. It's sitting there. He's not a product guy. He's a supply chain guy. And now that you've gotten your products from Steve Jobs out of the way and they've been launched, now we got a product problem. And all they need to do is all they need to do tomorrow is say, hey, we bought an AI company or we're partnering with an AI company. And boom, it's a $260 stock. Makes too much money. That's my thesis on it. That's why I love it. That's why I hold it. I am underperforming this year based on this one. But you have to know what you hold. And you might not beat the S&P. Beating the S&P is traditionally a very hard thing year over year. So if you have questions, again, everything's over at Linktree. My email address, everything. Just make sure you sign up for the newsletter. You don't need to pay for it. I do bonus stuff for the paid members. But again, if you're interested in the payment and in some of this stuff, then just pay. I'll have a bonus one today. Okay, take care. Good luck. Have fun. See you tomorrow. Okay. Now I have to edit this damn thing together. Mother effer. Bear with me while I edit it together. And then I got to record this next podcast. And I'm not doing that on here. I'm doing that in the privacy of... Did I not remove... I don't care. It was yesterday's. Yesterday's is out the dough. Okay, we got that one. And then we got this one. I think it's like a half-hour show. It's not huge. Yeah, 38 minutes. That's good. I'm not even going to colorize this one. You know what? I should. Make it a little bit warmer. We'll do that. There we go. I think that's a good one. My background is blue today. So, You're welcome, Wendy. I'll have that out today. I think the video will help you, Wendy. Even though the email, I think, helped you, I think the video of me going through it and kind of popping off, if you will help. Okay, let's go here and then edit this together. Let's go back to take that out. And copy. And we're going to color correction. There we go. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll put this in. Copy. Paste. 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 It is 7:30 pod. We're almost in August, man. Good God. Garmin's a good company. Yeah, look at that weekly. Down 5%. But let's see. Garmin's average price target is 205. It's trading at 225, down 5%. Sports timing company MyLapse. They acquired something yesterday. That may be why it's down. Nathan, I mean, I just went over that. I don't know if it's good or bad. If they use the money, if you believe in the management, then it's a good thing because they may need the money. If you don't believe in the management, then, you know, it's a bad thing because they're just taking your money and putting it somewhere else. Let me see. Let me go to the spaces, podcast titles. This is this one. So I actually like this title. So let's go to Canva and do our thumbnail. God, I'm way behind on this. See all. Do I want that one? No, I don't want that one. Let's do this. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's do. Let's shrink that down a little. What is the title? Let's see. Stock market goes wild. AI power picks, IPO hype, mega earnings. Let's just do. And preview. Let's see. Let's take her out. We're gonna put me in. Which one do I want? Let's use an old photo. There we go. We'll use this one. Let's go and do this. Let's use red. Okay. Elements. I like that one. Let's see. God, man, YouTube is just effing up the app for me on my iPad. Yeah, and Vacation Guy, I would SoFi, I believe in their management. I think their management's really good, to be honest with you. You know what? While I'm recording this, hold on. I'm gonna get this. Yeah. This one's already freaking almost dead. And I'm sure that one's almost dead too. And I have another podcast to record, so. Yeah, Noto, I like that guy. Okay, we're going to do uploads. Let's see. I think I have a J Powell one too. I do have a J Powell, I think, spewing money out. There we go. And we'll remove the background. Okay, the podcast is uploaded. Not uploaded, but it's done. We're going to do Apple. Uploads, and then Microsoft. Uploads, Meta. Wah, wah. And Amazon. Wah, wah. Let's do copy. And this is a horrible thumbnail, by the way. Okay, and elements, uploads. I need Seeking Alpha and Trendspider. So we're going to put Trendspider in here. Let's just we're going to put Trendspider and Seeking Alpha. Boy, this is the sloppiest freaking thumbnail. If I get views on this video, it'll be amazing. Share, download. Okay. Oklo? No. I mean, Oklo, I know I've mentioned that one before, but the entry on the 4-hour, I mean, at 54. This one trades so well on the 4-hour algorithm. Even though you win 38% of the time, your average win is 50%. That's what volatility can bring. And you just want to basically, you know, understand what you're trading and where you're trading it at. It's at all-time highs. So I don't even know. Let's see my Fidelity account. And then I got to go. My Fidelity account as the market opened. Because I can't imagine it's up. No. I'm down 0.3%. So 0.13. Sorry, 0.13. Webull is up 0.45. The only down is Tesla and Apple. My TQQ is actually still up. I didn't sell. I should have sold at 10%, but I just forgot. Honest to God, I just don't have an alert on there for Webull. So, okay. If you guys have questions, hit me up. Robin's pick from Saturday. Yeah. I'm not, I think I'm on Spaces, and the way to do it is, I think if you just follow me, and I think there's an alert setting here. I don't know. But it's usually 3 p.m. But I'm not live with anybody officially today. Let me see. Did they put me, let me see there. Stocks on Space. We have a loaded week. Make sure to set reminders. I don't think they put me on their thing. Let's see, Wolf. Wolf puts me on his, this is their thing. Let's see. 3 p.m. I'm not listed there. 3 p.m. I'm not listed there. There's nothing today because 2 p.m. They have a bunch of speakers before the Jay Powell stuff. I'm not listed on there, but I can always pop in. And then they don't have my picture on anything here. Yeah, I've been kind of a little absent, so they haven't been inviting me. To a bunch. I guess Shy's on there tomorrow. But today, I'm not on any of these. I'm not seeing my picture. I don't know. They send me invites. I try and promote where I'm on, but I may go live on stuff. So, okay, I'm out. See you guys. Bye.
Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Listen now. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears. Tune in daily, don't miss a single show. Sign up for the newsletter, let us help you grow. Taking risks, making moves, seeking success. Together we'll conquer, no room for any less. Every morning I wake up to the sound of the trading bell. My heart starts to pound. Daily stock pick trading podcast in my ears, guiding me through my hopes and fears.